morning, Flosstube. How are you guys today? It's Friday. Yay! Who is gearing up? Who's getting ready to do the 24-hour cross stitch? What is it? 24-hour of cross stitch, I believe. That's what it's called. Hashtag 24 hours of cross stitch. I'm gearing up to do it. I got asked yesterday if I would like to join in this weekend because this weekend is a 24-hour marathon. And I said, yes, I'd love to. So I was all adultish yesterday. And you know what? I'm just going. Sorry, hold on. Welcome to Flosstube number 34 for April 24th. Sorry. I'm just going, right? Just gone. So, I got asked if I wanted to do 24-hour cross stitch this weekend, and I said yes, definitely. So, I'm going to be joining in with at least one friend, and I'm probably going to do a couple virtual stitches. We'll see. We'll see if I have time. I told my husband I'm going to do books this morning, probably until about 1 or 2, maybe even 3. Do books, and then I have a couple things to ship out, and hopefully I have some parcels in, but I haven't received them in the last couple days. And then I can, sit down and stitch for a bit. So I have these 2 months left of my husband's books, which really it's not that bad, right? And then I will have 3 other months, and they're about the same size. So then my husband's books will be done for the year, and then I just have my books. So my hope is to get this done by, I was hoping 10, but it's 10:30 now. But I had other stuff I had to do around the house too. So I'm hoping I'm done this by noon, and then maybe I can get his all done by noonish too. And then maybe by 1 or 2, I can be all done my shipping, grabbing mail, all that, and then joining in with everybody for 24 hours of cross stitch. But, I mean, hey, maybe I won't be able to start until like 8 or 9 tonight. And if that's the case, I will start the clock and start tallying up. What am I going to stitch, right? That's easy. I've only been stitching on one thing. I got a little bit of stitching in last night. I'll move the thread around for you guys. So, the N is done. And I'm starting on one of the E. So, hopefully, this weekend I can get EED and then more. And maybe I'll be working on the chocolate bunnies. Like the lettering chocolate bunnies. So, I don't know. Maybe with 24 hours of cross stitching I can get the whole thing done. That might be too ambitious, right? You can tell me that will be too ambitious. I forgot to tag this designer down below yesterday, so I will tag down below. Well, not tag. I will put a link down below. That's the way you say it. I'm so new. Even though this is episode or Flosstube number 34, I'm still pretty new at this. So, I'm going to show you the designer I'm talking about. I'm talking about Papillon Creations. And this is totally Carolyn's fault. So, I got this gorgeous beauty. Birds of a Feather. Isn't she awesome? True story. My grandparents, when I was growing up, had a peacock that was green and blue, and it lived in the yard. I don't know for how long. It could have been like 1 season. It could have been a few years. I don't know. But they would chuckle because I'd go outside on their deck, and it would be down below because they had like a 2-story deck, and it would like fan right out when it would see me. Display all its feathers. It liked me. A lot of their birds did. They did a lot of rehabilitating of birds. So they had a lot of, the name's not there, pigeons. They had a lot of pigeons that would come and go. They had free range. They had a little coop area that they could fly into. They had chickens upstairs in the barn. And they had some chickens that would come out in the yard. Now, the roosters either really liked me or didn't like me, because the one, it was a banty, you guys. It was this big. But I was like 6 or 7. It would pin me against the fence. Like, it would, no word of a lie, chase me and pin me against the fence. That one did not like me. But they would have turkeys every year that we would butcher. But I mean, every year they'd have turkeys, and I'd go and walk around with them, and they felt like they were this tall. I don't know if they truly were, but they felt like they were taller than me, and I could just, talk to them, and they were just like eye height. So they had turkeys, the meat ones, the white ones, and chickens and ducks and geese. They had pairs of Canadian geese that would come and land and spend a few months in their little pond area. It was awesome. It was awesome. Then they also had some inside birds. So they had a cockatoo, those white birds with the orange feathers underneath, or they also have yellow or pink. Their bird had orange feathers underneath. His name was Ralphie. Now I say his name with a little bit of a delay, because I had known this bird from the time I was about 7 up until they passed him on to another owner when I was in my early 20s. And I don't know if he is still around, but just before they passed him to another owner, he laid an egg. So I grew up with this bird being a he for 10, 12 years, and then it laid an egg. So we're like, oh, Ralphie's a girl. Ralphie's Ralphette. But she liked me. I would stick my hand in her cage because my hand would just fit. It was one of those probably 2 or 2.5 inch square, not chicken wire, but square peg wire. And I would stick my hand in, and it would grab my hand and hold it, not let go until someone come over and told it to let go. But then when I got older, I was allowed to take him out of the cage, and it was cockatoo, right? Big guy. And he'd sit on my shoulder and play with my barrettes and my glasses and everything. It was awesome. Then my grandma also had little budgies. And my mom had a cockatoo for a while, or cockatiel. So those guys are this long with gray and green, red cheeks. They were pretty cute too. They talked. Ralphie would talk. She was kind of vulgar too. He'd be squawking down below when the cage was downstairs. My grandma would go, "Shut up, Ralphie," and he'd say, "F you." He's a vulgar bird. Cheeky. Anyway, sorry, I went off on a tangent there. Ralphie was awesome. They had lots of birds. So yeah, they had a peacock when I was younger, and that is awesome. And then this one just might have to start January 1st. It's not that big, but at Stitch MD has me really, really, really wanting to stitch Quakers. And I designed a little Quaker. I still gotta add that to the website. I designed a little Quaker-ish pattern. So I really want to stitch Quaker. So the other pattern I picked up was Papillon Creations Simple Little Quaker. Is that not awesome? I'm still debating on what I'd stitch it on, because I'm totally not doing those colors. But I have peacock-esque Silks for You, Hank. I think it's 152. Don't quote me on that number. I could be wrong. I'd have to actually look it up if you're interested. But it's the green, blue, purple colors. Sorry. My dog's sitting in my driveway looking down the driveway, so I'm making sure she's not deciding to go for a walk. So I don't know, I could do that on a beige, or I could do Ooh, I have that angel hair. Is it angel hair? It's either angel hair or butter something, Weeks Dye Works. And I'm sure I could find a yellow or cream, ooh, like a damask look. We have months. We have months to figure out what I'm going to stitch that on. Because I'm not starting anything before January 1st. I'm behaving. Alright, don't forget Monogamous May for this girl. No 31 starts like everybody else, or 20, or 4, or whatever everybody's doing. Nope. Monogamous May. So, am I stitching on the unicorn? Of course, I'm up in the sky, right? I'm not actually on the unicorn. That could be fun. I'll behave and I'll stitch on the sky first. But a month of like steady stitching, I could maybe get to the unicorn, you guys. Butterfly. Don't forget blue, darker blue in the center, fading out to lighter blues. But first I need to wash my fabric. I should do that today, you know, with all the extra time I have. No, I'll probably do it early next week because my plan is get books done and maybe Monday do all my taxes and be done. Even though BC is in a state of emergency, so we get an extension on when our taxes are due, I still want to hand them in at the normal time because next year it's going to be the normal time most likely, so I don't want to be like, oh, I just did it 6 months ago. Next up, Lady Silhouette on Blooms on Blue. So, don't forget, comment below or vote. I'm not putting up the poll. Nobody's been voting, so I don't know if it's actually been working for you guys. So, I'm not going to worry about putting the poll box up there. Not today, anyways. Oh, there's a picture of the bunnies. So I'm thinking I'll get Life Needs and probably more, maybe even Chocolate Bunnies done, and just have that little bit left after 24 hours. Come on, I should be able to get that far. She says, right? Don't forget, a couple more subscribers needed. We're sitting at like 47, 48. And then we can draw for the magazine. Who does not need some autumn stitching, right? Wonderful woodland cushion. And that celebrate your love of stitching and pumpkin patch and that Halloween. I have fabric that would work for that. For anyone that wins this, if they want to stitch it on Fabric Flare, I have some gray tarnished that would work good for that. The ghost would show up well too. So, I'm just trying to think of if there's anything. Oh, did you guys see my bag? Did you guys see my bag yesterday? I love it, you guys. I did not get any knitting done, of course, right? Like, I got that little bit of stitching done. And this weekend, unless I, like, zoom through and get my full 24 hours sometime on Saturday, which probably won't happen because I'm going to be in teen sleep. I like my sleep. And I got a baby. And a toddler. And a 14-year-old and a husband. Sleep is happening. Maybe not much. Last night I got 5.5 hours, you know, but still. I need sleep. And my little bag that goes inside with Kreative Kurator. Now, I talked about her not realizing that during this pandemic, she, at least from what I seen yesterday, has taken all her items off of the store. So I don't know if she's thinking of maybe doing something like Carolyn is, where she'll make a bunch of items and then just post that they're available and people can go and buy them and not pre-order stuff or custom order. But look at that, you guys. When she opens back up, sorry, I'll move my face. Maybe get my face out. Trying to get that butterfly or dragonfly. It's a dragonfly. Oh, oh. Look at it. It looks awesome on that chain. Now, I was going to put it on the outside of this bag, but you know what would happen, right? I would grab this bag and like it would catch on my hand, and I'm sure she makes a sturdy project, but I'm not gentle. So it would end up getting ripped off. So I put it on my inside bag so that I can zip easily, and then this one's all protected, right? Just on my strap. And I have my knitting project in here if you guys are wondering what I have it full of. My knitting project. That's why I went with the wedge tote. She had bags already like pre-order or pre-made or something. But I went with the wedge tote because I don't really take my cross stitch anywhere. I'm more liable to take my knitting somewhere. And the wedge tote bottom is perfect for knitting. So don't forget, May 1st-ish. I don't know if it's going to be May 1st or that weekend. She's going to probably open up with any bags that she's made that you can purchase right away. So they're ready to go. No pre-orders and no custom orders. That's Carolyn Off the Grid Needle Arts. So she's also doing 24 hours of cross stitch too, and she's doing her Off the Grid Needle Art Friday thing. So it's a busy weekend, right? We have lots of stitching time, right? We'll say we do. Alright, fairly short day today, 16 minutes. Most days I think, oh, it's going to be short, and it ends up being a half an hour. But today is a short day because I'm going to be all adultish and get the paperwork done so that I can join you guys in 24 hours of cross stitch and Off the Grid Needle Arts and actually be a part of it. Yay! I'm so excited. I already told my husband, by the way, I'm taking a break from books and I'm stitching. Alright, hope you guys are having a good day, and message me if you need anything, and you know where to find me. Bye!